When the Duke of Westminster made the incredibly sad decision to exclude the Duke and Duchess of Sussex from his wedding next summer, he was mindful of the royal row that complicated his sister's ceremony at the same venue. The Daily Mail understands that the Duke, Hugh Grosvenor, was very conscious of the tensions surrounding the wedding of Lady Tamara Grosvenor and Edward van Cutsem at Chester Cathedral in 2004 and did not want anything similar at his own. Hugh knows how sensitive wedding invitations can be, a friend of the family told this newspaper. Camilla Parker Bowles was invited to a sister's wedding but was told that she would not be permitted to sit with Prince Charles and would have to sit several rows back. She would also have to arrive separately. This was because Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip were due to attend the ceremony. A Buckingham Palace courtier was quoted as saying at the time, "It may provoke comment on the day, but Her Majesty will also be attending and she's a stickler for protocol." A pew will be set aside for the members of the royal family attending, and it would be inappropriate for Mrs. Parker Bowles to sit beside Prince Charles since she has no official standing. Even for Mrs. Parker Bowles to arrive with the prince at the event in the presence of the Queen would be to confer rights and status upon her that she simply does not have. There had previously been very few official occasions at which both Mrs. Parker Bowles, as she then was, and the Queen had been present. Among them were the Westminster Abbey service for the 50th anniversary of the Queen's coronation, a pop concert in the garden of Buckingham Palace to mark the Queen's Jubilee, and the Queen Mother's funeral at Westminster Abbey. According to Viscountess Bangor, better known as the distinguished author Sarah Bradford, Mrs. Parker Bowles was apparently so infuriated to read in a newspaper diary column that royal protocol would mean she could not sit beside Charles at the wedding that she told the heir to the throne that the status quo was no longer acceptable.